It's Travel Michigan. I'm Dave Lorenz, and along with us today for our first segment is Aaron Schultz. He is Director of Sales and Marketing at the one and only Lake Express car ferry, which goes from Milwaukee to Muskegon and backward again each day, starting on May 3 this season. So, Aaron, welcome to the program.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Now, you do operate daily, correct?
Yeah, we do. In our spring and fall schedule, we do 4 crossings a day, but in July and August, we actually cross the lake back and forth. We go do 6 Lake Michigan crossings daily.
Man, I am a little surprised that there's that much business out there for people who want to avoid that Chicago traffic, especially, even though I really understand that desire.
Yeah, I think it's one of those common experiences that everybody you get a little bit of distance from it. You say it's not so bad, and you give it a shot, and you end up spending time in traffic, and then it just reminds you again, how attractive that shortcut is.
Well, it really is. Well, let's talk about the Lake Express car ferry, but what the overall experience is like, because I would assume a lot of people have never been on a ferry before, and the Lake Express is unique. You've been operating, this is what, your 10th season already?
This will be our 10th season, yes.
It's hard to believe.
It's a unique vessel. It is a high-speed catamaran that is actually driven by water jets. It brings water in midway up the hulls and shoots water out the back and goes about 40 miles an hour. It is the first high-speed auto passenger ferry in the United States, so it's a unique piece of technology as well.
Well, why don't you explain the overall size and dimensions, so to speak, how many vehicles you can get on, how many people, all those things? Sure.
We can carry 250 passengers. We have what we call a classic cabin, which is a family-friendly seating with tables and chairs and has a little cafe in it, and there's also a business section that carries about 50 people and has hookups for computers, a little bit quieter. That's ages 13 and up. But then underneath, we can carry also about 46 automobiles or motorcycles. And with this year, we have the Harley Davidson 110th anniversary. So we'll be carrying a lot of motorcycles this summer as well.
Well, isn't that one of the big draws in the Milwaukee area is that the Harley Museum and all those motorcycle tie-ins?
Yep. It is. It's kind of a homecoming. Every 5 years, Harley Davidson has a big event like they're having this summer, and people make that pilgrimage, if you will, back to Milwaukee to see the museum and to take part in all those activities as well.
Oh, Milwaukee's really a great town. I think it's fantastic. But, of course, one of the draws when you come over to the Michigan side, and not only are the motorcycle tie-ins, for instance, the bike days in Muskegon each summer, which has got to be big for you, but just all that, West Michigan attractions. What do you generally recommend people checking out when they are coming over from the Wisconsin side?
We really recommend that they look at the Michigan visit as almost a way to do that circle tour around Lake Michigan, and we send them up north. We really like the Sleeping Bear Dunes area, obviously Muskegon, and even further south, Grand Haven with the boardwalk and the pier. Down towards Holland Way. Really, the advantage of sending people over to Michigan, though, is those coastal villages, that kind of beach lifestyle. We don't have a lot of that in Wisconsin. It's a little bit different experience. The lakefront is different here. Where over in Michigan, you've got the dunes and the beaches and
kind of the sandy beaches.
Yeah, people just like to really get there and just kind of explore. And we send them up north. Sometimes they'll go up over the top over Mackinac Bridge and come back down around. Sometimes they'll just come over and spend a couple days on the beach and then head back on the Lake Express as well.
Yeah, I've talked to so many people who have taken the drive around Lake Michigan. I've never done it myself, frankly, because of that Chicagoland driving. But how long would it take for somebody to drive, let's say, from the Muskegon area around to Milwaukee or vice versa?
About 5.5 hours, if you're lucky with traffic.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a story again where you spend a lot of time admiring the Chicago skyline with red lights all around you with tail lights in front of you. So
been in that a lot.
I think the advantage of taking the ferry is that you know when you're going to get there, without all those other hassles in between.
Well, it's relaxing. It's enjoyable. You get that kind of almost a cruise experience when you're out there.
Yeah, you can really just kind of kick back and relax. A lot of people just take a nap. If you really feel like taking in the lake, though, you can go up on top. We have a sun deck where you can really just blow around in the wind and take it all in as well.
The wind can get quite strong up there, though, can it?
At 40 miles an hour speed with the ship itself, it can get pretty strong. We do have a sheltered area in the back as well if you don't want to blow around so much.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, the actual experience, I have done it on the Lake Express. I thought it was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was a very high-end experience, and I walked into the kind of the corporate area as well, which is very nice. But where most people are, I felt it was kind of like being in first class in an airplane.
Yeah, I think we have that experience throughout in both the classic cabin and the premier class, and I think it's a little bit nicer than the airplane experience in that you can get up and wander around, stretch out your legs, look out the windows, and you're not quite so confined, and that's really great for families that are traveling, especially with kids. Don't want to sit still for 2 hours.
Yeah, Aaron, we have only about a minute. What kind of costs can people expect to incur when they're taking the Lake Express?
There's a variety of pricing. We do actually have some specials as well. We have some special rates for the 7 p.m. and the 11 p.m. crossings. In spring and fall, we actually have a deal where motorcycles ride free, and we also have kids ride free. If you take a round trip with children in June, July, and August, those tickets are free. We'd invite you to take a look at our website and take advantage of those offers.
The website is lake-express.com, and you're right, everybody loves a deal, and right now is the time to do it during the 10th season of operation of the Lake Express Car Ferry. I can't believe it's already 10 years. So check that out. You're going to enjoy it, especially you folks over in Wisconsin. Come on over to Michigan. You're going to have a great time over here as well. Use that Lake Express for your travel. Again, the website, lake-express.com. We're going to find out what's happening in Ann Arbor during the Classic Bicycle Show next, right here on Travel Michigan, where your trip begins at Michigan.org.